Hello dear students, let's see one more example of how to convert Mealy machine to Moore machine. In the previous video, we saw one example to convert Mealy to Moore. Now given a Mealy machine again over here, let's understand how do you convert this into a Moore machine. First of all, let's inspect Q0 state. Now you observe that this Q0 state of Mealy machine has a transition for A, as I am redrawing it, with output 0. Output is 0 here. And we are having another incoming transition to the same state Q0, but this time on B. But the output is 1, you observe. Now the problem that will occur with Q0 state over here, if we want to draw a Moore machine, is that if we show Q0 state as a single state, we can't label this output as 0 or 1, because out of two transitions to Q0, incoming transitions to Q0, one has output 0 and another has output 1. So what we saw in the previous video is that such a state needs to be split. We need to split this state. Let me change the color, give me some time. We will have to split this Q0 state into two different states. But remember, they will be still called as Q0. So what we will do is, we'll create a state called Q0 and another state called Q0. But then one of the Q0 states will output 0 and another Q0 state will output 1. But you can't have the two states with same name, so we'll name the first state as Q00 and the second state as Q01, just to name them differently. Now you see what a funny situation we are having. The Q0 state of the Mealy machine was initial state, correct? And now we have split the initial state into two different states. How can you have two different initial states? In any finite automata, there can be only one initial state. So here comes the point. In the resultant Moore machine, both these states, Q00 and Q01, will be initial states. Yes, we will have two initial states. That means machine can either start in Q00 state or it can start from Q01 state. Any state it can start from. Okay, let's inspect Q1 state of Mealy machine. Do you have to split this state also? Let's see. What about Q1 state? Now, out of the incoming transitions to Q1, observe the output labeled is 1. And another incoming transition, observe the output labeled is 1. So all the incoming transitions to Q1 state have output 1. So no issues about Q1 state. Let's inspect Q2 state of Mealy machine. Check that for Q2 state, one of the incoming transitions here, which I am redrawing, has output 0. And another incoming transition here to Q2 state also has output 0. So we can say that there can be Q2 state in our Moore machine with output 0. So finally, there will be 4 states. Note, this Q0 state has been split in such a way that one of the Q0s will output 0 and another Q0 will output 1. I hope you have understood. So let's go to another slate, same Mealy machine I have drawn. To make the things cleaner, I have again drawn the same Mealy machine. And what was our inference? That we will have two initial states, isn't it? One of the states will be called as Q00, it outputs 0, and another initial state, which will be named as Q01, this will output 1. And we also came to a conclusion that Q1 need not be split. Q1 will always output 1. And Q2, the another state, will output 0. Now it is only a matter of defining transitions for these all states. And remember, it is finite automata. So for every state, we should have A and B transitions. So what will be the transitions for Q00 state? Transitions for Q00 which output 0. What will be the transitions for this state? I mean, what will this state do on reading A and what will this state do on reading B? We have to question. Not a big issue. You want to define transition for Q00, right? But what is this Q00? This is nothing but Q0 state of Mealy machine. So just ask Q0 state, what do you do on reading A? Q0 will say on reading A, I remain in Q0, but I output 0. So listen very carefully. When we are defining transition for A, we say Q0 when reads A goes to such a Q0 which outputs 0. Look at that. The output here is 0. Okay, let's find out B transition. B transition. Okay, B transition for Q00. So let's ask Q0 again of our Mealy machine. Q0, what do you do on reading a B? It says I go to Q1 state. Observe, it goes to Q1 state and outputs 1. And there is only one Q1 state which outputs 1. Fine. So B is printed or outputted. So what do you observe is that Q00 state is done. Now no more talking about Q00 because both transitions A and B have been defined for Q00. Now let's define transition for Q01 which outputs 1. So what should this state do on reading A and what should this state do on reading B? But notice we are after all defining transition for Q0, although it is Q01, this was the original state Q0. So what we do is we ask Mealy machine that what do you do? Q0, what do you do on reading A? Q0 says that on reading A, I remain in Q0 and output 0. So listen very carefully, this Q0 state, we are talking about Q01. After all, it is Q0 state. When it reads A, it should go to such a state which outputs 0. Please try to understand this. Okay, what about B transition for Q01 state? What does it do on reading a B? So let's go back to Q0 and check what does it do on reading B? Yes, it goes to Q1 and outputs 1. So Q01 on reading B will go to Q1 and output 1. So for Q01 also we have finished the discussion because both transitions for Q01 have been neatly defined. Now let's go to Q1 state. What will Q1 do on reading A? Better ask Mealy machine. Q1 on reading A remains in Q1 and outputs 1. Output is 1 here, you see. So on reading A, it remains in Q1 and outputs 1. And Q1 on reading B goes to Q2 and outputs 0. Check that. So Q1 on reading B will go to Q2 and output 0. That's it. Transition for Q1 is also defined. Now let's define transition for Q2. Q2 in the Mealy machine on reading A remains in Q2 and output 0. Check that the output here is 0, isn't it? Is 0. And on reading B, check very carefully. Q2 on reading B goes to Q0. But which Q0? That Q0 which will output 1. So be careful. Q2 state on reading a B will definitely go to Q0. This is nothing but Q0 state. But that Q0 which outputs 1. So this is the resultant Moore machine. But surprised everyone how there can be two initial states. No problem. You can start this machine from any initial state. Check my words. You can start it from any initial state. So as an example, Let's see, input given to Mealy machine is again ABB. I'm taking a very small input because that's okay. Now in Mealy machine, when you start from Q0, Q0 reads A, remains in Q0, isn't it? Resultant state is still Q0, but output is 0. Check the transition. Now Q0 reading a B will go to Q1 state, but output 1. And Q1 reading B will go to Q2 state and output 0. And then we have end of the input. So for the input ABB, the output is 0, 1, 0. Now the same output we should get for Moore machine also. Let us take input ABB and we know machine starts in Q0. So what's the output in Q0 state? Now notice we have to tell in which Q0 the machine starts because there are two initial states. Let us say we start from Q00. Listen, you can even start from Q01 because there are two initial states. You can start from any initial state. But if the machine is in Q0, it will output 0 and then read A, isn't it? On reading A, it remains in Q00, but it outputs 0. I hope you are understanding. Now Q00 reads B. When Q00 reads B, it goes to Q1, but it outputs 1 because the machine is in Q1 state. And in Q1, when the machine reads this symbol B, it goes to Q2, but outputs 0 because the machine is in Q2 state. And after that, we have epsilon, which marks the end of the input, so machine stops. Notice for the input ABB, output is 0010, but that's same as the given Mealy machine output. 010 were the last three symbols, and you know that the first output of the Mealy machine is extraneous. But then which initial state did we take? We took Q00 as the initial state. Now somebody might argue that why Q00 only as the initial state? Why can't we take Q01 as the initial state? Okay, let's try running this Moore machine on the same input ABB, but this time we will take Q01 as the initial state, and trust me, it will still give the same output. So the input is ABB and we start from Q01. Look at this, Q01 is the initial state, but if Q01 is the initial state, then output is straight away 1 because when the machine is in the Q01 state, output will be 1. Now Q01 reads A, but on reading A, Q01 goes to Q00. Observe, it goes to Q00, but it outputs 0 because once the machine is in Q00, output will be 0. Now Q00 reads B. If Q00 reads B, correct, machine goes to Q1 state. But the output in Q1 state is 1. Q1 now reads B. If Q1 reads B, machine is in Q2 state. Machine is in Q2 state, but output is 0. That's it. After that, we have epsilon, end of the input. So for the input ABB, the output was 1010. Observe that this is same as Mealy output. Last three symbols were 010, and here also we have 010. You know that the first output of the Moore machine is extraneous. So you can take any of the two states as the initial state. I hope you have understood enough how to convert Mealy machine to Moore machine. Thank you very much.